Victor Newman's obsession threatens to destroy his family just as the holidays arrive on the young and the restless. While Victor pushes forward, Billy Abbott shocks everyone by stepping away from the war entirely, shifting the power balance. Meanwhile, Nick Newman draws a firm line with Matt Clark, Lily questions Kane and Phyllis, and tensions across Genoa City surge toward explosive consequences. Welcome to Celebrity Gossip 24 Hours, where the drama unfolds and the stories captivate. Will Victor Newman's holiday war cost him everything on the young and the restless? As Christmas approaches in Genoa City, the young and the restless is leaning into a familiar but dangerous theme. When obsession takes over, even family bonds can fracture. Victor Newman's relentless crusade against Jack Abbott has reached a point where the damage is no longer confined to business rivals. Instead, the fallout is landing squarely at home, threatening his marriage, straining family ties, and casting a shadow over what should be a season of peace. Victor's biggest clash comes with Nikki, who has finally reached her breaking point. For weeks, she has tried to reason with her husband, urging him to let go of old grudges and focus on the people who love him. The holiday season only sharpened her frustration, as Victor seemed more interested in revenge than reconciliation. Their arguments intensified around the long-ago night Jack saved Nikki's life, an event Victor continues to twist into proof of Abbott interference, while Nikki sees it as an undeniable act of humanity. Things took a dramatic turn when Nikki confronted Victor about his latest schemes, including the controversial Newman Media hit piece and the dangerous AI program fueling his vendetta. Rather than backing down, Victor doubled down. Nikki, refusing to be complicit any longer, issued an ultimatum: end the war, make things right publicly, and destroy the program, or risk losing her. Victor's reaction was explosive. Unwilling to tolerate what he saw as a threat, he coldly told Nikki that if she wanted to leave, the door was right there. That moment may prove to be one of Victor's biggest miscalculations yet. Nikki isn't just a wife who's upset, she's a woman exhausted by years of conflict and determined to protect what remains of her peace. Her willingness to walk away underscores just how serious the situation has become. Meanwhile, Victor's strained relationships extend beyond his marriage. Claire finds herself uncomfortably caught in the middle of the Newman-Abbott feud. A visit to the Newman ranch revealed a house dressed for Christmas, but beneath the festive decor lingered unresolved tension. Victor's questions about Nikki and his pointed remarks about the Abbotts made it clear he was still spiraling from recent events. Claire's honesty only added fuel to the fire. Though her romantic relationship with Kyle Abbott has ended, she admitted she still cares about him and his family. Victor, ever suspicious, bristled at what he perceived as divided loyalty. His dismissive comments and warnings to stay away from the Abbotts only pushed Claire further into confusion, leaving her to question why Victor's hatred for Jack runs so deep. What makes this storyline especially compelling is its timing. Christmas is traditionally a moment for reflection, forgiveness, and family unity. Yet Victor seems unable, or unwilling, to step back and recognize the cost of his actions. In his pursuit of victory, he risks alienating the very people who have stood by him through decades of triumphs and failures. As the holiday draws closer, the question looms large: will Victor Newman realize what he's about to lose before it's too late? Or will his war with the Abbotts leave him standing alone, surrounded by decorations that can't mask the emptiness of a family pushed away? On the young and the restless, the answer may arrive just in time, or just after everything falls apart. Today's next update. YNR December 22nd, Billy Abbott walks away from Victor's war and changes everything. The December 22nd episode of The Young and the Restless delivered an unexpected shift in the long-simmering Newman-Abbott conflict, and it came from the last person anyone anticipated. While tensions around Chabot continue to rise and Victor Newman presses forward with his aggressive campaign, Billy Abbott makes a deeply personal decision that reshapes the emotional landscape of the story, and quietly undermines Victor's power. At the Abbott mansion, the atmosphere is tense. The family is bracing for Victor's next move, fully aware that the future of their company is on the line. Yet amid the anxiety, Billy stands out for one surprising reason: he's calm. Gone is the impulsive edge that has defined him during past clashes with Victor. Instead, Billy appears thoughtful, self-aware, and resolute. Billy opens up about a realization that's been building for a long time. He admits that his hatred for Victor has controlled too much of his life, driving reckless choices and emotional spirals that ultimately hurt himself and those around him. For years, Victor has lived rent-free in Billy's head, provoking reactions, shaping decisions, and pulling him into destructive patterns. Billy finally decides he's done allowing that. This isn't denial or surrender. Billy doesn't minimize Victor's threat or pretend the danger to Chabot has passed. Rather, he chooses something far more radical: emotional disengagement. Victor can continue his war, but Billy refuses to let it define who he is or how he responds. In doing so, Billy takes back control of his own narrative. Jack Abbott notices the change immediately. Instead of worrying that his brother might implode under pressure, Jack begins to rely on him. Billy becomes a stabilizing presence at a time when the family desperately needs one. His clarity allows Jack to focus on strategy and protection rather than damage control. This shift is crucial for the Abbotts. For years, Billy has been Victor's easiest target, someone Victor could provoke to create chaos and reinforce the idea that the Abbotts are emotionally unstable. By stepping back, Billy removes himself from that role entirely. He's no longer predictable, reactive, or easy to manipulate. Importantly, Billy's choice doesn't make him passive. It makes him intentional. Instead of acting out of anger, he's thinking about long-term consequences. That change ripples outward, giving the entire family a stronger footing as they face Victor's ongoing attacks. The fallout is subtle but powerful. Victor continues his vendetta, but something essential is missing: emotional payoff. Billy's refusal to engage deprives Victor of the reactions he thrives on. Without anger to exploit, intimidation loses some of its bite. For Billy, this moment marks a genuine turning point. He isn't trying to defeat Victor or prove anything anymore. He's choosing peace, clarity, and self-respect, and in the process, he shifts the battlefield in a way Victor may not see coming. Sometimes the strongest move isn't striking back. It's walking away and taking your power with you. Today's next update. Young and the Restless spoilers for December 23rd, Nick draws a line as tensions rise across Genoa City. Tuesday's episode of The Young and the Restless promises major turning points as several storylines move from quiet tension to open confrontation. With the holiday season as a backdrop, emotions run high and patience runs thin. Nick Newman makes a decisive move that leaves Matt Clark with little room to maneuver. Lily Winters begins to question what she's seeing between Kane and Phyllis, and Tracy Abbott offers Diane a grounding reminder when it's needed most. Nick has clearly reached his limit. After spending weeks navigating around Matt Clark's calculated tactics, he finally decides that waiting is no longer an option. Instead of reacting to Matt's moves, Nick flips the script and forces a response. Whatever leverage Nick has been holding on to, he now puts it front and center, making it clear that Matt can no longer control the situation. This shift in strategy could prove risky, but it also signals confidence. Matt has relied on intimidation and control to stay one step ahead, yet being pushed into a corner may expose cracks in his carefully built facade. For Nick, this is about more than winning, it's about drawing a firm boundary and refusing to be manipulated any longer. As the stakes rise, the consequences of this confrontation could ripple far beyond the two men involved. Elsewhere, Lily finds herself troubled by what she observes between Kane and Phyllis. At first, it's just a feeling she can't quite explain, but the more she watches, the harder it becomes to ignore. Their interactions seem a little too familiar, a little too comfortable, and given their complicated pasts, that's enough to raise red flags. Lily's concern isn't rooted in jealousy alone, it's about trust and emotional history. She knows how easily old patterns can resurface, especially under pressure. Whether she chooses to address her worries directly or lets them simmer could determine how this situation unfolds. One thing is clear, her unease suggests that unresolved issues may soon demand attention. In contrast to the mounting tension elsewhere, Tracy Abbott provides a rare moment of calm. Sensing Diane's anxiety, Tracy steps in with gentle but meaningful perspective. Rather than fueling fear or resentment, she encourages Diane to take a step back and remember that the Abbott family has weathered storms before and survived them. Tracy's words are a reminder that not every battle needs to be fought head-on. In a town where grudges run deep and conflicts often escalate quickly, her steady voice stands out. For Diane, the conversation offers reassurance, even if it doesn't magically solve everything she's facing. As Genoa City heads deeper into the holiday week, the December 23rd episode sets the stage for major fallout. Nick's bold move, Lily's growing suspicions, and Tracy's quiet wisdom all point toward a shift in momentum. With tensions tightening and emotions close to the surface, it won't be long before these storylines collide, proving once again that in Genoa City, peace is rarely guaranteed for long. For more of the latest updates and behind-the-scenes secrets from Young and the Restless, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell. Stay in the know with every new release.